like how throw him on the bed, like how we doing. But we was playing.
Right.
He wasn't fussing or nothing.
So you tossed him onto the bed, and what happened? What, did he bounce on the mattress? Okay.
And
Well, what
that's
happened?
how I used to play. Then I was on the bed, jumping on the bed with him.
Okay.
Playing.
Friends, today's Muppet is Donte Dawson. In 2010, his son Junior was found with a lacerated liver, a lacerated spleen, broken ribs, and a fractured skull. Now, I checked the police report and it stated he had 9 children. This guy was only 28. I barely have 9 friends. This was unconfirmed by police, but it's in the police report. So police bring in Donte for questioning. Keep in mind, sometimes the audio does get a bit loud because they're shouting, but it goes away after a second or so.
Kendra! Oh, Kendra! I love you!
I'm gonna go.
You gonna call? How can I call?
What?
How can I call?
Oh, you said kill my baby!
Oh.
Come on, off of the wall.
Okay.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. That ain't gonna make this any better.
Oh.
That ain't gonna make it any better.
Acting out like that because of your grief ain't the way to fix things, man. That ain't gonna fix it.
Telling us what happened like a man.
Hold that inside of you. You're gonna hold what you did inside of you.
I didn't do anything.
How can you sit there and expect anybody in this world to believe that? You can't believe it yourself. And no matter how hard you want to sit here and bang on the walls or holler out like you lost your mind, nobody is going to believe that. There is nothing that you can say that will dispute the medical evidence of what happened to that child. And your grief that you're going to carry,
but you're gonna let
because
him
the
free.
doctors can tell you.
You're gonna let him free. And he's telling me
Who's free?
he's in the house
Who's
with
free?
my son.
Absolutely. He's come down here and talking. He said, I'll come down here and talk to you right now, tell you I didn't have anything to do
And
with
I
that
came
child.
down to talk to you the same way, sir.
Absolutely.
I came down
That
the same
child
way.
is in your
He
care.
sat there and told
That
you he
child
was
is
in my
your
house.
care. And
He was in my house.
He did not do anything to your child, and you know that, and I know that, and it doesn't. That story ain't gonna sell, man. That
All
just
this
ain't
makes it
gonna
look
sell.
like is you're a
Right.
cold-blooded killer.
If you were so,
That's what makes you look like.
If
I
you were
would
so
never do
worried about
anything
that,
to my children.
if you were so worried about that, you wouldn't be throwing up in the corner. You wouldn't be falling out at the hospital. You wouldn't be calling out for your baby's mama. You would be owning up to what you did. If you thought Mitri was responsible for that bullcrap, you'd have been hollering that a long time ago. Not now, because you're so worried about what you're going to do for yourself.
I don't give a fuck.
Be a man and talk about what happened to
telling the
Donte
truth.
Jr.
You're lying. I'm telling you that to your face. You're lying.
I'm losing everything right now. You think I give a fuck about what happens to me?
You think enough to sit here and lie?
Yeah. That's about all you think about is yourself.
You throwing up in the corner because Mitri did it?
Because my stomach is upset.
Yeah.
You're damn right it's upset because you got all that guilt eating you up.
Guilt.
Yes, it is. That's the same guilt that made you fall out at the hospital.
That's guilt. We see it every day.
You know what it ain't? It's not rage about thinking somebody else was responsible for killing your child. Because that's what you would have been screaming about at the hospital. Not falling out because you realize that you're responsible for putting your hands on that child that resulted in those injuries that caused his death. It's the same reason you're throwing up here in the corner.
If I did anything to my son, sir,
You did?
You did.
why in the hell would I come and talk to you?
Because you don't have a choice. You knew we were coming to talk to you anyway.
It doesn't. I could have left anything.
And we would have brought you back.
Sir, I could have. It's all types of things I could have done.
It does, and there's all types of things we do to bring you back.
But irregardless of that, you killing your son's going to follow you for the rest of your life.
I have not.
That's
There's
the
no way I
bottom line.
can. Y'all not gonna believe me anyway.
Your son is dead. Period. The only thing you can do is tell us what happened. Whether you intentionally killed your son or whether you were disciplining your son and the injuries that were caused by your discipline caused his death.
Sir, that's not gonna help me in any kind of way.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it is.
It's not gonna help me in any kind of way.
How does it not help you?
Losing my child. I'm still
Your
losing
child is dead.
my children. I'm
Yes.
still losing everything regardless of what I tell you.
You don't
I
think it
would never
matters?
get to see
You
my
don't think it
children.
matters whether you're a cold-blooded killer or a caring father who disciplined his child and the discipline was too much and it caused injuries that you didn't mean for it to cause, and that those injuries that you didn't mean to cause caused your child body to start dying and for it to kill him, you don't think that makes a difference? Honestly, you don't think that makes a difference?
How are other people going to see this? How are other people going to see this?
My family know I would never hurt none
This
of my
isn't about
children.
your family. We're not putting your family on trial.
You say, how will other people see this? My family know I would
Not your
not hurt
family.
my children.
It's not your family you need to worry about. It's the jury that you're going to be
Y'all
sitting
pressing
before.
me, sir. Y'all pressing me. I can understand this
Right.
because of the situation.
Right.
But that motherfucker was in my house, sir.
So why weren't you worried about that on Tuesday night when Donte was dead?
All this was not running through my mind. I don't know.
Right.
The only thing running through my mind is my child is gone.
Yeah.
My child is gone.
Absolutely. And you know
My
why
child
he's
is
gone.
I don't know what I thought. It was because he was throwing up and this seizure.
Why
and
did
all
you
this
think he
other
was
shit.
throwing up and going into them seizures?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the first time Junior has ever thrown up.
Kids throw up. Right. But that's the first
you
time he's
threw
had a fractured skull. It's the first time he's had a lacerated
And it's
liver.
the first time I heard about this.
Well, you didn't know that you caused all that damage. You didn't think you were doing that. That's what you don't understand.
Nobody saw that in the emergency room.
They didn't take X-rays.
Autopsy.
They didn't take X-rays of his head. They didn't see all that. They didn't open him and look at his organs.
But in the autopsy, we sure saw it. We saw the damage. To
You were hoping. You were hoping it wasn't from whatever happened, but you still won't tell us what happened and what you meant to happen and what you thought was happening and what you were trying to do or what you weren't trying to do. All you can do is sit here and worry about Donte. What's going to happen to me?
No, I'm worried about my child.
Which one? Donte Jr. is gone.
He's dead. You know that.
This is not right.
Yeah. I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah.
It's not right that you cannot get it through your head that you've got to be able to explain what you were thinking, what you were trying to accomplish, whether he was pitching a fit, fussing because mama was going to work and you needed him to lay down and you spanked him, you did whatever happened, and you did it for a reason of, son, stop crying, lay down, do what I'm saying, or because you just wanted to beat the child.
How can I give my child spanking how can I spank him and give him a concussion?
Because it got excessive.
Rib.
Because it was excessive.
That's not a spank.
You're absolutely right.
Right.
It went too far.
That's fucking crazy.
It went too. You know what your mama describes you as? Crazy. You know what all them DCF reports describe you as? Crazy. The anger management problem.
My mama.
Yeah. But you know what you're not? You're not dumb.
My mama didn't say that.
It's documented. It's documented. You can look at it in court. It doesn't matter. Okay.
My mama didn't say that.
All I can tell you is what she said. It's documented. You'll see it in court. Okay. All right. All the reports show it. Okay. You're not stupid. And I don't know why you can't get it through your head that you need to make us understand. Quit worrying about what your mama said. It happened. We can show it to you in writing. It doesn't matter. You don't think she said it? Fine. Whatever. Move on. I'm telling you she did it.
Your baby's
You say she did. We'll agree. We'll agree to disagree.
Hurt my fucking child, man.
That's what I'm asking you, Donte, to
Child,
explain
man.
it.
My fucking
I'm not
child,
asking you
man.
if you did. I'm going to prove that you did. That's why you're here. Okay? That's over and done with. What I'm asking you is what you were thinking when it happened, whether you intended to harm your child or whether it got out of hand. And there's a big difference between the two. I don't know how else to make you understand that. But you got to be able to explain. But you got to be able to explain what you were thinking. You got to move past it. I understand you're standing on the edge of the cliff and you're looking down, and that's a long fall, and it's going to hurt.
My child to fucking die.
I don't think you did, man, and I've told you that from the beginning. No father wants that for their child, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. Now that it's happened, we have to be able to explain it. Why did it happen?
How can I explain that shit?
Explain to me what was going through your mind.
No, being charged for my own son's death, man.
Right, and how you're charged, to what severity you're charged, it matters on what we can prove or not.
My children again, man.
It matters on what we can prove or not. And if we can't prove that it was
I just
unintentional,
wanna go-
if we can't prove it was unintentional, then that means we're going to have to prove it was intentional.
I just want to go to his funeral.
This is about you having an opportunity to speak on your own behalf and to explain. Nobody else was in that room besides
I
you and
lied,
Donte
man. I
Jr.
made a fucking mistake, man. I lied, man. I made a mistake. I lied. You lie. Everyone
everybody
lies,
lies.
man. I made a mistake. I'm scared of getting locked up. Of course I lied. I just got out. Damn right I'm gonna lie and tell you I ain't selling drugs no more. No, I ain't. I didn't just do this.
Well,
But I did not know that happened to my child. If I had known this, I just don't understand it, man.
But don't you understand?
That I'm being charged for my son's murder, man.
Yes.
For my son's murder. Yeah, I was wrong for going outside, buying this, and doing this.
I ain't interested about your hustle. That's
But
not
I'm
what this is
interested about this motherfucker that's gonna be
No,
out.
no, you're
free.
not. You're all you're trying to do is cling to a little what you think is a shadow of a little sliver of light for hope.
I know
which
it's
it
not.
ain't.
I
It
know
ain't.
it's not no hope.
No, absolutely.
I know it's
Right.
not no hope.
It's
I know
it's what everybody
I know
does. It. Everybody reaches for that last straw until they realize that there's nothing else that they can say or do that's going to change the facts. And regardless of what you say about me, Mitri in New York, we're picking up Mitri now. I've talked to New York on the phone. New York's meeting us down here.
Donte, no. But
You're right, Donte. No.
That's not going to
And
help.
they're all going to say about what they did. Okay, they're all meant to be in there. They're going to say about what they did, and none of them beat that child.
I did not say New York touched my child.
I-
New York was outside with me the whole time.
I'm saying that New York or Mitri did not beat your child. So what happened? Why is it different with Junior? What happened?
It's no different.
Then why is
Why
is his
I
skull
don't
cracked?
understand how all of a sudden. I don't understand. You don't understand. You can't help me. I can't help you. I'm trying to help you the best way I can.
Then take accountability for your actions and explain your actions. We know what your actions were. You beat the child. By beating the child, you caused a fractured skull, bruising between the skull and the scalp, a lacerated liver, broken ribs, bruised ribs, hemorrhaging and bruising around the kidney, the right kidney, and the spleen.
What does that even mean?
That means the child was beat to death. And there's a doctor who specializes in physical abuse with children who can testify as to the extent of those injuries and how they caused that child's death. And she can say with absolute medical certainty that the child was beaten to death. Was the child beaten severely because that's what the person was intending to do, was just beat the child? Or was the child disciplined and the force was a little too much for a child that size? That's the difference. That's the difference that we're working with. You had the child, and the child was fine before Kendra left.
And he was fine before I walked outside.
You're going to stick on that, then I don't have anything else to talk to you about.
Can I see my son?
If you want to talk, let me know.
I do
If you
want to
If you
talk.
want to talk for real, let me
I
know.
do want to talk for real,
You
sir.
want to talk for real?
I'm talking to you for real. For real.
You know what I mean.
I'm talking to you for real, sir.
Well, then get off of that nonsense about he was fine until Mitri got there. I don't need to hear that. That doesn't make any sense.
That made no sense to me either.
Did you mean for it to happen? Donte, seriously. That's what it comes down to. Did you mean for it to happen? So tell me what happened. What were you thinking? What did you intend to happen? If you didn't intend for him to die, what did you intend? That's the difference, man. What you intended. I don't know how many times I can tell you I don't think you intended for that to happen. But I can't put words in your mouth, man. I can't talk for you. Kendra's only child is dead.
Oh, only fucking son is dead.
Absolutely. Why should you think she ain't gonna be mad when we tell her about the injuries that child has, and the child was left with you, and all these injuries have happened, and you can't explain, you can't say I didn't mean for that to happen. He was just crying, and he wouldn't stop crying, and I needed to go out and do my little thing real quick, and I wanted him to lay down, and I just popped him, but I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't know that some injuries were going to happen. My God, I love my son. I would never do that. You can't explain. You can't explain what happened. You can't see that. You can't see how there's a difference between someone who just kills and doesn't care and someone who a set of actions that you didn't mean ultimately, unfortunately, caused his death.
Will I be able to make it to the funeral?
I don't know. I can't answer that question. I'm not the prosecutor. This child's death is on you, whether you sit in that chair and don't say another word, or you can sit in this chair, explain how the death of this child unfortunately happened because you didn't intend for it to happen, and then we can deal with that. That's a different problem. They're different.
I just want to die, man.
You know what? I can't. I haven't been there, but I hear what you're saying, man. I bet you that's how I would feel too.
There's anything I can do right now for y'all, just kill me, man.
No, man, that don't solve it. That don't solve it. Then your mama loses a son. Then Johnny loses a brother.
Give a fuck about
Then
me.
Johnny loses a brother. Your other children lose a father. That doesn't solve anything, man. I understand there's a lot of weight behind this. I understand. I'm not in your shoes. I ain't claiming to be, but I can understand.
Better than seeing me locked up for the rest of my damn life.
You think you're going to be locked up for the rest of your life if you didn't intend for this to happen? If you were a father who was caring for a child and you disciplined the child and the discipline was too much and the child died as a result of that?
So that's the initial part of the interview. They're slowly trying to get him to crack. Police now bring in a doll so he can show what he did.
On the way over to jail, you said you wanted one more opportunity to tell what really happened. Okay. I haven't promised you anything. I haven't made any threats against you. Is that true? Speak to that. Is that true, man? Did I threaten you in any way?
Probably I want to do life in prison.
Huh? We don't decide that. There have been people charged with murder who admitted to murder who haven't spent their life in prison. We don't decide that.
We can't because
I don't know that you're going to spend life in prison.
you haven't told us what you did, and that's the same thing we discussed out there. Until we know what you did, we don't.
You have a key. Someone on his ankle is bothering him. I didn't say you would not spend your life in prison. You asked me if you would spend your life in prison. I said people will go to jail for murder and don't spend their life in prison. I don't decide that, though. I don't decide that for you. I haven't decided that for anybody else who's been charged with murder in this office, okay?
Tell us what you need to tell us.
I'll be able to.
Tell us what you need to
Yes,
tell us.
I will make a phone call for you. I will let you talk to a family member.
All I did, he was on the couch. I got him, and I was just holding my head.
Why were you holding my hand?
Be quiet.
Was he fussing?
He stopped, man. He stopped after that. And then I was playing with him for a minute. And how, it was just an accident, man.
Okay, well, what part was the accident?
When how throw him on the bed, how we doing, but we was playing.
Right.
He wasn't fussing or nothing.
So you tossed him onto the bed, and what happened?
Time.
What, did he bounce on the mattress? Okay,
And
well
that's how we.
what
That's how I used
happened?
to play. Then I was on the bed, jumping on the bed with him.
Okay,
Playing.
did he get hurt doing that?
He fell off the bed.
How many times did he fall off the bed? How many times did he fall off the bed?
Once.
Okay, from how high? Just from rolling off?
Bounce.
Okay. How high did he bounce from?
I don't know. I heard him.
Okay. When did
I
this
didn't know. I did all this.
when did this happen? About how long after Kendra left? How many times did you bounce him onto the bed?
Like twice.
How many times did he bounce off the bed onto what did he hit? When he bounced off the bed, what did he hit?
The floor.
The floor. How many times did that happen?
What?
He just bounced off the bed and hit the floor once. Okay. What kind of floor is there in your bedroom? Is it tile, wood, carpet?
It's like carpet like this.
Okay. What else happened? Because more than that,
He went like in between.
in between what?
Like the bed ain't all the way to the wall. There's a window right there.
So he bounced off the bed up by the wall? Or he bounced off the bed to the side?
I can't like explain it to you because I don't have no.
Well, let's draw the bed. We'll draw the bed out. Here's the door here. I'm gonna draw the room out. Okay. Here's the door to your bedroom. Here's that bathroom right here. Bathroom comes in from the bedroom. Bed's right there. And this is the room. Where does he land when he bounces off the bed?
He hit like right here.
Okay.
At the table right here.
So he hit the table.
But he was fine.
Did he hit the table first or the ground first?
He hit the table.
Okay. That was the first time?
That was the only
The
time.
only time?
That was the only time.
What part of him hit the table?
Like he hit it. I don't
That hit first?
know, because it was like right here.
Was he face down when he hit or face up in the air like
It
that?
was like this.
So he was looking up at the ceiling when he bounced?
When I was bouncing,
Uh-huh.
he hit like that, but when he fell, he hit. And then he fell.
Okay. And what'd you do after that?
Pick him up. Was holding him.
What was he doing?
He was crying. He cried.
You know? Did he do anything besides cry that had you worried, or did you just think, oh, he's gonna be all right? He just hit a little bit. What happened after that?
He was crying. He walked outside. He stopped crying.
Okay. You carried him outside? Who was there when you carried him outside?
There was nobody home.
Okay.
I was on the phone. That's when Mitchell and everybody called.
Okay. So how long before Mitri and them get there after you walk outside with him, kind of get him to calm down?
Like 10 minutes.
Okay.
It
And
wasn't even.
during that time he had calmed all the way down, acting normal?
He was all right.
Okay. What'd you
Well,
do
at
with him?
least I thought.
What'd you do with him from that point?
He went outside.
Did you lay him down? Where'd you lay him down at?
In the bed.
And he laid back down and just fell asleep? No crying, no fussing, no anything? Why wouldn't you say that earlier?
I didn't want to see him. I hurt my child, man.
It already seems like you hurt your child because your child has those injuries. That's what I was telling you.
I don't want my people thinking like I killed my damn baby.
We can't control what people think.
Even though I know I didn't mean for none of this to happen, man.
So the only thing that happened to Donte Jr. when you had him was you picked him up and squeezed him.
Like this, I'm like, you're just gonna be quiet, you're gonna be all right, it's gonna be all right, it's gonna be it. He was all right.
And say this is the bed and you're standing.
It ain't happen like right.
Here, move these chairs out of the way.
It ain't happen like right.
Stand up. Move this chair out. All right, let's say this is the bed. Let's say this is the bed. You walk in the room right here. How do you toss him onto the bed? How far away? This is the bed. How far away from the bed are you when you toss him?
Me and Kendrick always play with him on the bed, like, because the
This won't move. So we'll just pretend this is the bed where it's at.
this is the bed.
No, let's pretend this is the bed right here.
Yeah,
This is the bed.
yeah.
This is big enough. How far away from the bed were you?
Well, it could be like the TV and the dresser is right here.
Okay, and the door's over here. So you walked in the door. How close to the door? How far from the door? And how close to the bed were you?
Right in front of
You
the
was
bed.
right in front of the bed.
Right in front of the bed.
Okay, show me how you toss him onto the bed.
Like that.
That, and just that high. Just
We just toss.
how many times did you toss him? Okay. Where does he land?
The first couple of
This
times.
is the head up by the pillows, and this is the feet down there.
The first couple of times, he bounced on the bed. Then it was like he didn't like it. So I get on the bed like him and his sister do, and I was jumping on the bed.
Okay, so you were jumping on the bed. Where was he at?
On the bed.
Okay.
And he started laughing. And me and him was jumping. Man,
Did you land on him?
no, I ain't landing on another time. And we were jumping. And I got off the seat again. I threw him again. And I threw him again. And
How many times in total do you think you throw him?
it's like 5 times.
The time that you throw him, where does he? How far up? If these are the pillows, how far up does he land? And what's the table like over here?
Last time, when he went too far. And he hit. Then he hit it down.
Hit the table on that side of the bed. Show me what he hits. Best you can with the dog.
He hit like the leg,
Of the table.
like the side. And he bounced.
And where's the table at?
Like this table.
Uh-huh.
Like this the wall, and the table facing the wall, like counterpoint.
Okay.
He hit it, and hit his head on the wall, and
Pick the doll up and hit the doll on the table. Like this was the table hit. For how hard he hit the table.
I don't.
Did he hit the table like this? Like that? I mean, how hard did his body
He
hit the
hit the
table?
table hard. And his head hit on the floor, and
And he landed on the floor. Do you remember head first, side first?
he hit the floor head first.
Head first on the table?
The floor.
Okay, but he hit the table before the floor. So what part of his body hit the table first? Because
It hit like this.
side.
And
His head hit the floor.
I put him there,
From where?
off the bed.
Why'd you take him from the bed to the ground? Is that when he was throwing up, when you came to him and stuff didn't seem right?
So I picked him up, and I picked him up, and it was like he wasn't.
Was he like,
Like usually he'll respond or anything, but he wasn't.
He was stiff or he was just loose?
It was just like he ain't
Loose, just
have
on.
no
No
weight.
muscles, no nothing.
So I just got him, put him.
How many times do you think you did that?
A couple times before I took him into my mother.
Did you do that a couple times and then breathe in his mouth?
That, and then it was like he was doing this with his lip.
He was biting on his lip. Just Kind of sucking it in like he was trying to breathe.
You know.
So you started.
Again, and
So how many times did you do the CPR on the chest like that and breathe? CPR, breathe. CPR, breathe. How many times did you do?
thought I was.
How many times did you do that in a row?
But I don't know. It was a couple times. It was more than.
You did that all before you called out to anybody.
And I got him. And I was like, because I called him Junebug, 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 Junebug.
That's before the CPR or after?
After I could.
Stand up right here and show me how you were shaking him.
Junebug, Junebug. And he wasn't.
That was.
So I put him back down. I kept him. Did it again. He started throwing up. And I did it again. And shit was like the noodles and shit was coming out of the nose. I wiped them with the towel and tried to do it again. When I see it wasn't working, I ran him in out of my mother.
Where's Johnny at?
I don't know.
Wasn't in the room with you? Had you called out to anybody at that point? What made you go check on him?
There wasn't no reason.
Just
Made me
went
go
in.
check on him.
So, as you can see, he's saying that the baby fell on the bed. It still does not explain to me the level of the injuries or why he did it. But now I'm going to show you some other parts of the police interview. And I just want to emphasize how well the police did in breaking him down.
You've got to be able to help me understand what's going on. Because I don't want to call you a liar, man. That ain't what I'm here to do. Okay? But how's he got a fractured skull?
So I didn't touch my
How's he
son.
got a fractured skull?
I didn't touch.
How's he got a lacerated liver? How's he have broken ribs, bruised, bruising up and down his back? How's his spleen hemorrhaging? How's his kidneys bruised? When he's perfectly happy and healthy. When Kendra leaves. Don't make us put words in your mouth, Donte. You've got to be able to tell us what you were thinking. What was it, an accident? You've got to be able to tell me something, man. Because if you sit here and tell me nothing happened, bro, come on. That means you're lying. You've got to be able to give me something. Explain it. I do not think you meant to hurt this child. Look at me, bro. I do not think you meant to hurt this child, period. Detective Hinton does not think you meant to hurt this child. That's not what we're here about, bro. We're here because we got to explain the injuries. That's what you're on stage, bro. How does it happen? What was going through your head? Was it an accident? Did you not mean, was it just a little bit of discipline that got too far? That's what you've got to explain. You're there. He can't speak, man. This is your boy. This is your blood. This is Junior. You've got to be the one to speak on that. Don't make us put words in your mouth about what happens. He doesn't fracture his skull by laying on the bed. Tell me what happened, how it played out, what you meant to do versus what happened.
Sure. I grabbed my son off the couch. Right. Put him down on the couch. Right. That's it. Okay. Laid him in the bed. Mm-hmm. That's all I have done.
Okay.
That's all I have done.
Okay. I'm calling bullshit on that one because he's got a fractured skull. He's got a lacerated liver. He's got broken ribs. He's got bruised ribs.
I never in my life hurt none of my children.
I'm not saying you meant to hurt this child.
I never hurt Junior.
I'm not saying you meant to.
Anybody would tell you I never hurt my child.
They have said that. But how? He has. You understand that he's up, he's happy, he's healthy.
I've been watching Junior since I've been home. Mm-hmm. I never hurt my child, sir.
Listen to what the doctors are telling us, okay? When these injuries happen, he's down. It's a matter of time. He's gonna start vomiting. He's gonna start seizing and convulsing. Okay? He does all those things. Right after Kendra leaves. About an hour or so after she leaves. That's about how long the nature of those injuries, that's about how long it takes before everything starts shutting down. He cannot be up and moving and happy and eating spaghetti and doing all the things he was doing all day while Kendra was there with you. And he was up running around being
He
fine.
was down there with me. He was with Kendra.
Right. And all those things that he was doing while she was there, he cannot do with those injuries. Okay. He can't get up and run to the door and cry when she goes to work with a fractured skull, broken rib, lacerated liver, bruised kidneys. I understand that you're a good father. I ain't questioning you. That's not what this is about. I'm not trying to say you're not a good father.
People snap all the time.
But you've got to be able to explain what you meant versus what happened.
They snap all the time. They do things that they wouldn't normally do. I understand.
You've got to be able to explain what happened versus what you meant to happen.
Donte, did you plan this out or did it just happen? Did you plan it or did it just happen?
No.
Did you plan it or did it just happen? It just happened, son.
There's a difference, right? There's a difference between what you meant. I understand that. And it went wrong, man. That is what it is. We can't change that. If I could do anything in the world, I would change that. I don't know you. I don't know him, but I don't want this for him. I don't want this for you. It's happened. We can't change that. But I know that wasn't what was in your heart when this happened. But I can't get inside of you and speak. You've got to tell me what was going through your mind when this happens. If it goes bad, it went bad. But don't sit there and not take your opportunity to explain what you were thinking, man.
Sure. I don't know what y'all trying to prove.
We're not trying to prove anything, son. This child died because of his injuries. He died because of his lacerated liver. He died because of a fractured skull and swelling to his brain and a broken rib and a hemorrhaged spleen and bruised kidneys and bruises up and down his back. That's why he died. This isn't a medical mystery, son. This is what we're proving happened. Those injuries exist. They are real. They happened after Kendra left.
It's not real.
We can't make it go away, Donte. I wish I could. Man. I wish I could. I know that's not what you meant to happen, and I don't think you believe me when I say that. But you've got to be able to tell me what was going on in your mind.
It's not real.
I wish it wasn't, man. I wish it wasn't.
It's not real.
I wish it wasn't. But as sure as this little boy's funeral is next Saturday, this shit is real.
It's not real.
And it sucks. And I understand that. But I can't make it go away, bro. I can't make it go away.
It's not real.
I wish it wasn't, man. I wish it wasn't.
My son was all right.
He was.
My son was all right.
He was until what happened.
He's still all right.
But you got to be able to tell me. You got to be able to tell me what you were thinking. Did you mean to beat him to death?
I didn't whoop my son. I wouldn't dare whoop none of my.
Did you mean to beat him to death when you fractured his skull and when you broke his ribs and when you hit him so hard that his liver lacerated? Is that you want me to get up here and act like an asshole and talk bad about you? He's got a fractured skull, Donte. He's got a fractured skull. None of that happens until after Kendra leaves. Do you know why we can say that? Because those injuries are so severe that as soon as they happen, he was done. He can't get up and act like a normal child. He can't eat. He can't concentrate.
So I did not put my hand on my child.
But here's the difference.
It just went too far.
Here's the difference. We're not saying that you meant for this to happen, Donte.
I didn't put my hands on my child.
We're not saying you meant for it to happen. Okay? We're beyond that. We're beyond that. Okay?
I'm listening to what I'm telling you.
No, you're not listening to what I'm telling you.
I'm listening to what you.
Everything in our investigation says that you're responsible for these injuries based on the significance of the injuries, where the injuries are, and how those injuries affect the human body.
I didn't touch my child, sir.
And if you stick with that, then what we're going to do is we'll be the ones to put words in your mouth. And instead of you explaining what happened and what you meant to happen, what will
I
happen?
would kill myself before I hurt any
I don't.
one of my
I
children.
don't doubt that.
I would
Look at
kill
me.
myself
Look at me.
before
I don't.
hurt
I don't
I
doubt
would
that.
put my life. I would put my life on the line before I hurt any one of my
Any
children.
good father would.
Any one of my children.
Any good father would. I would do the same thing for any of my children. I damn sure would, and I believe that about you as well. But I understand that this did not turn out how you meant for it to turn out, and that's the bottom line, Donte. That's the bottom line.
Can I talk to Kendra? When will he come back?
He's not coming back.
I just want to know exactly what happened. This
No. Save that. Don't go backwards, okay? Save that.
This is not what happened to my son.
Yes, it is what
It
happened.
is.
Donte, look at me. We're not making this up.
You got to be making this up.
I don't believe you meant to hurt your child, Donte. That's what you ain't hearing me, man. You're not hearing me. I don't believe you meant to.
He was crying
I ain't-
and fussing.
And I'm not going to disrespect you by sitting here lying to you. And I'm not going to allow you to disrespect me by sitting here lying
I
to
can
you.
have you, sir. I can have you call someone.
You know, I've already called someone, and I called the doctor who's looking at this child's injuries. And the doctor said that this child died because it was beat to death. And it was beat to death because it has a brain fracture, a skull fracture.
And the only person.
It has bruising.
hurt my-
It has a bruising between the scalp and the skull. It has a lacerated liver. It has broken rib, bruised ribs,
the only
hemorrhage,
person-
spleen, and kidney.
There is no other person, Donte. It's you. It's you.
It's not me, sir.
Sure it is, and we understand it. You think you're the first father to ever be in this position? Look
It's
at
not
me.
me.
You think
Things
can
get
tell
out of
me.
hand, man.
you're not the first person.
I wish it wasn't. But that doesn't change the
I
fact.
didn't hurt Junior. I would never. This is my son. He got my name.
Absolutely. And I don't believe you
I
meant
would
to
not hurt
him.
my child.
I don't believe you meant to.
So that's the end of the police interview. Let me read out the newspaper article for you so you can get the outcome of this case. So, Jacksonville police in Florida announced the arrest of a man and the death of his 16-month-old son. Yes, Junior was only 16 months. So, Donte Dawson, who was 28, was charged with murder in the death of Junior. Jacksonville homicide investigators were called to a Baptist Medical Center to investigate the death. Police learned through interviews that Junior was in normal health prior to being left in his father's care for less than an hour. The child was found unresponsive, then convulsing and vomiting in his parents' apartment. He was then taken into hospital. Now, records show that Donte, the father, had been previously arrested for a variety of crimes and was released from prison earlier in 2010. So, in 2011, Donte Dawson Sr. was sentenced to 25 years in prison. He is scheduled to be released in 2034. I don't know why he did what he did. He claims they were just playing. That's not true. I know at 16 months, kids are vulnerable, and if you throw a 16-month-old on the bed, it could be some injuries, maybe, but the liver, the spleen, the ribs, what he's describing makes no sense to the outcome of the case, the level of the injuries. Anyway, the dickhead's in prison. Comment, tell me what you think.